So Farah to bowl now. And Blade off the back foot. So this is the 23rd over. So I believe 12 overs to go after this. And the score is on 70. And it's pulled, but missed it for a dot ball. So the question now is really on the Rosanna team. Will this that wicket upset their momentum and prevent them from getting a 120 score? Or will they keep going? And left alone. 3 dot balls here. Seems to be bowling some very loopy leggies. Yep, loopy leggies. And driven. And fielded by the straight hit mid-off. So 4 dot balls. Very nicely. Will this pressure build up and we'll see a wild shot? Comes into bowl. And plays a cut shot and it beats the gap fielder and fielded there and they get the 1. So 1 ball left in the over. Very good over so far. Comes into bowl. And a very bad ball. That's a no ball. Fielded there by short fine leg.
Don't worry, mate. Drag it across now.
I'm not a fan of when a bowler makes one mistake, you have to keep muttering as though it's the end of the world, and you have to keep reassuring him. Too much reassurance makes the situation worse. So far there's been 3 runs per over, 3 runs off this over. Not enough to be a bit of any concern for Diamond Creek. And defended. And that's 6 balls, yes. It's 74 for 4. So Wilson to continue to bowl. And defended. And it's cut, and it's through the gap in the extra cover region, and the fielder at the deepish mid-off has to chase it down, and they get 1 there. So, slip, gully, point, cover, deep mid-off, deep mid-on, mid-wicket, backward square leg, and fine leg. So, if Wilson bowls it short outside the off stump, there's 3 fielders there, 2 for catching and 1 for saving. And defended, ooh, not very confidently defended there, did not step into it and put his body weight into that shot. Instead he sort of pushed at it nervously. Wilson into bowl. And it's a wild hoosh. And an attempted stumping by Bellingham, but he just couldn't get the ball around in time. So a dot ball there. And Bellingham's adjusting. And left alone. It's 75 for 4. So, Farah to continue. leg spin. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the leg side and 4 on the offside. Free saving 1 on the offside and then slip. Far into bowl. There's a big loopy ball and attempted to play the sweep shot, missed it.
Good stuff.
And down the leg side.
Keep working on it, buddy.
Now, what will the Rosanna batsmen do right now? Because they're running out of overs, they need to up the ante in the scoring rate, and they can't just allow this loopy leg spinner to continue. They have to be thinking of when to attack him, surely. The question will be about picking the right ball and waiting for the short one. But what if he doesn't bowl a short one? Now, that's an off spinner. And it's over the heads of everyone, and it's down to the cow corner region.
Halfway, Dad. Halfway.
3 there. Very well run.
Take your time, Josh. Wait a minute, Josh. Josh. Take your time. Wait a minute, Josh. Relax. All right. When you're ready, gentlemen.
Far into bowl. And it's a full toss, and it's down into the mid-wicket region. And it's 4. Well, you can't let a big juicy full toss like that away, and so 2 balls played away into the leg side for 7 runs. So they did do what I suggested. They were they were defending the full balls, waiting for the short ones and the full tosses, and then they punished them with 7 runs, and now they can afford to just defend the last one because they've gotten a very good over here. Comes into bowl, and it's played away and dropped.
Bad luck, Josh.
And 1 run there, so it's a 3rd drop catch for Diamond Creek. It's 83 for 4. You can tell by how warm today is by the fact that this is a park with playgrounds and a nice area for jogging, and yet this is just barren. There are no people here other than the ones here to play cricket. It's a very quiet ground for a Saturday in January. It's a very strange situation. Wilson into bowl and plays it away, and Point fields it, and no run there and dot ball. Playgrounds are empty, no children, no joggers around, no parties, no fun, no yelling, no screaming by kids. Very quiet and well defended there. It was a full ball at the stumps. Wilson is being a lot more respected than the other bowlers, maybe because he's aiming at the stumps and he's not bowling any short balls. Wilson into bowl, and that's once cut and straight to Point, and rightly did not go for the run there. Wilson into bowl. Oh! And out. What an amazing piece of wicket-keeping by Bellingham. So the ball was full at the stumps. The batsman tried to play a forward defensive shot. The ball missed the bat. It clipped the thigh, and off the fly it ricocheted, it went to the keeper Bellingham, and the batsman overextended in his attempt to forward drive or block the ball, and so he got out of his crease, and Bellingham was wise enough to the situation in order to remove the stump, throw the ball at the stumps to remove the bails, and so it was a very good piece of bowling. He had to throw it, he couldn't have removed it directly through his gloves, and so the fifth wicket has fallen, and suddenly, we were saying before that when there was 3 wickets down, that they were in a situation where they could have built on this Rosanna to a big 120 score, but first of all that partnership was broken, and now the batsman who came in is gone, and so the batsman that's been in for a long time and scored lots of runs through lots of pull shots and cut shots is still in. But now the number 7 is in, and the question will be whether they actually have the batting capacity to continue this for the remainder of the innings, which is 8 overs, and finish it off with a score of 110 or more. Here we go, new batsman. Wilson into bowl. And, ooh, left alone there. Wilson could get a wicket maiden if he's able to pick this one up. And it's cut. And it's through the gap in the extra cover region, and the 2 fielders cover, and mid-off have to chase it down, but mid-off is much faster, and so they get 2 there. So the wicket maiden is broken. It's 85 for 5. So Evans to return for his second spell. So they've the experiment with Farah is over, having conceded 11 runs from his 2 overs. So they've brought back Evans just at this crucial time. With this is the 27th over, and it's 34. So they're running out of time, and you got your best bowler on. Very smart captaincy by Bellingham to bring back Evans, who is bowling very well. And he's definitely not going to bowl too many bad balls. He might drag the occasional one down the leg side for a pull shot, but they're not common. Like that one. And it's over the heads of the fielder at mid-wicket, and they get 1 there. Oh, 2. Oh, 1. Okay. Evans to bowl. Pulled. Down there, down to the leg side. So there's a held away in the deep on the square leg boundary. Evans to bowl. And driven harmlessly to the mid-off fielder for a dot ball. Evans to bowl. And leg glanced. And 3 runs off the over. It's 88 for 5. So, Wilson to continue. Dot ball there. Tried to play it was a short ball outside the off stump. Tried to play the cut shot, but did not get the gap. Straight to the fielder at cover. Comes into bowl. Tries to play it down the leg side and hits his pads, and it dribbles out for the keeper to quickly snap it up for a dot ball there. And defended off the front foot. And defended again. So 4 dot ball so far for Wilson. Very, very good stuff here for him. Coming up to the final 5 overs. You'd have to expect to get 20 runs off the final 5 overs. And it's a big shot. And they get 1. So no maiden, but just it's a risky shot. It went in the air for a while, and it was eventually fielded by the fielder there at deep square leg. Wilson into bowl for the final ball of the over, and it's a bad ball. And it's a no ball for 1. Wilson into bowl. Cut. And fielded there for a dot ball. End of the over. It's 91 for 5. Evans to continue to bowl. He must be coming towards the final, the end of his allotted overs, but he's continuing to bowl here. Evans to bowl. And it's pulled and doesn't make contact, and he nearly falls back onto his stumps. Dot ball there, good bowling by Evans. Evans is bowling very intelligently. Comes into bowl and left alone. Comes into bowl, and a wild shot, and bowled, 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 bowled. What a ball. Tried to play a big slog sweepy shot and did not make contact there. And a very dangerous batsman has been removed. So that was a great piece of bowling, because flighted it up, got into his zone that he wanted to hit the ball, and he just could not get either underneath it or on top of it in order to launch it in one way or the other. So in the end he just sort of tried to play a swipey sort of shot, and as soon as you miss contact with that sort of shot, you're gone. So the new batsman is out there in the middle. So 2 balls left in the over. Oh, 3 balls left in the over, I think. Evans to bowl. And defended. Not the most convincing defensive shot there. Now the pressure is building, especially for the batsman currently at the non-striker's end, because he's been in for a long time. He's seen the ball well, and he's just running out of partners now. It's 6 wickets down, just at the time when the launch needed to happen. Comes into bowl, and again plays it in the same way. That sort of strange back foot defensive shot. Playing a back foot defensive shot against a spinner with a completely vertical bat is not the best thing to do. And again does it.
Really good tight stuff.
And it's a wicket maiden there for Damien Evans. It's 91 for 6. So Wilson to continue to bowl. And tries to play a big aggressive shot down the leg side, but ends up missing it. So if the ball is short and at the hip, he could play a pull shot down to the boundary for 4. That's what he's aiming for. Just the 1 run there. Get the the batsman that's been in for a while off strike and bring the new batsman on. So he bats at number 8, and the question is, can they target him now? Bring in the field a bit. Don't give him a single. And defends it again with a vertical bat off the back foot. Wilson into bowl, and it's a wild shot. That was that's the pressure shot where it's a get out of jail shot where you step over to the leg side, try and swing through with your arms, and if you don't get your center of gravity into position, if you don't step into the ball, it's going to get ugly. And it's a gap. It's through the gap. They're going to get 1. They're going to go for 2. They're going to go for 2, and 2 runs there. Still just as hot as it's always been. Mid-30s, very, very humid. And just the 1 run. Are they going to go for 2? No, they don't. I think that's the 10th run they've lost through bad running. Just the 1 run from that, which gives 4 for the over. 95 for 6. So because of that single, the new batsman retains the strike. Evans to bowl. And they're going to have to chase it down. It's 1. They're going to go for 2. Are they going to go for a 3rd? Yes, they do. Finally. Wonderful. Finally, some good running there by the Rosanna batsman. Very good shot there by the batsman. This time, he tried to actually, instead of stepping to where he thought the ball might be, he actually stepped towards the ball, which meant that the swing of his bat actually hit the ball, actually made contact rather than previous time where he missed. And it's a bad ball, and it's going down into the mid-wicket boundary, and they're going to chase it down, and it's 4. Well, now have the wheels come off the rails. And sort of flirted at it for a moment, but then left it alone. So the 100 has come up for Rosanna in this, the 31st over. And over the head of the bowlers, and they're just going to stick with one. So one run there. That time the batsman, it's the established batsman, he got underneath it and he pushed it over the head of the bowler, and there was no fielder behind the bowler, and so they went for one. 3 fielders on the fence, another couple of them are deep. And it's a cut shot and they're going to get one there. Evans to bowl. And that's a no ball. So, is the heat getting to the Diamond Creek players? Can they actually continue on for the remaining overs of the innings? And, bat and pad. 10 runs off the over, it's 105 for 6. So, 3 overs to go. Wilson to bowl one of them. And it's pulled. Just for the one there. Wilson to bowl. The established batsman's on strike. Well, that was a catch there. I thought he actually made good contact because it went straight up in the air, so I missed that catch. Sorry for that. So I got the two previous dismissals by Bellingham, but not this one. So a wicket has fallen, 7th wicket, and another one to Bellingham. He's been having a good match with the gloves. So there comes the new batsman with the batsman and a polite round of applause for a very good, a job well done by the batsman. Good long innings. Wilson into bowl. And that's off the bat, okay. Run there. So, 15 balls left in the innings. They should get at least 15 runs, get into the 120s. And cuts it. Defender, well fielded there by the fielder in cover. So, slip, point, cover and mid-off on the leg side, and on the onside there is a deep mid-on, 2 mid-wickets, and then a backward square leg and a fine leg. Wilson into bowl and plays it onto the leg side, and there's a gap there and neither fielder can bend down to pick it up, and so they get 1 run. One ball left in the over. And down the leg side. So, dot ball. It's 108 for 7. So, with just 2 overs to go, Oakley left arm medium to return. What can he provide us with? And blocked it into the offside and comfortably stopped for 1. So, it's a 4-5 field. There's a short third man, point, cover, mid-off, and then on the leg side there's a whole network of them. Comes into bowl. So, on the leg side there's deep mid-on, mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, and then deep fine leg. And works it away for a comfortable 1 there. So, still a long way from getting into the 120s, which surely will be the target. It will be a very large target to have to chase down. And works it nicely into the leg side for another 1. Oakley into bowl. Ooh, down the leg side, dot ball. They're very lenient with the wides down the leg side for this game, even though it's a one-day game. But I suppose that leniency will be followed through in the second innings. Oakley into bowl. And Striven. And a run there. So it's 112 for 7 with the last over. So the final over with Jones to bowl his off spinners for the final over. Whoa! Beaten for the flight. Tried to play a cover drive, but missed. Good bowling there by Jones. And cutted and fielded there in the covers for just the 1 run. So now, I don't think it's possible for Rosanna to actually get into the 120s. It'll be a 1-teens target. Jones into bowl. And it's aggressively hit. They're going for 2. And they're happy with 2, just 2. Okay, can they keep going here? Just 3 balls to go, just take the risks. Go for it. And it's over the head of the infielders on the leg side, and they're going to throw it back in, and they're just happy with running 2 again, even though there was clearly 3 in that. So now the runs are starting to leak, but just 2 balls to go. And a stumping. So 2 stumpings, 2 catches for Bellingham. He has had quite a afternoon. Alright, just the one ball. One ball left, and it's 8 wickets down, so most of the Rosanna batting has been used up through this target that they've been able to reach. And now the question will be, will the heat be to the advantage or disadvantage of the Diamond Creek players, because they'll be exhausted from what they've done so far, but now they'll be relaxing in the cool. And end of the over. 117 for 8. Okay, so they've decided this is going to be a 35 over game, not a 34 over game. So this will be the last over, with Oakley bowling it. Same field. Orthodox on the offside, they're very defensive on the leg side. Oakley bowls. And it's pulled down the leg side, and it's fielded, and the throws to the non-striker's end. 1 run there. And it is getting a bit cooler now. The sun is hiding behind some clouds, and there is a gentle breeze, so it's a little bit more pleasant right now than what we had through most of the noonish early afternoon. Oakley to bowl. And just the 1 run there. Nice throw. Oakley to bowl. And it's cut, but back foot driven. And 1 run there. Back foot straight to the bowl, to the fielder at cover, and they decide to go for the run anyway, and it's better to just hold on to the ball and than have a ping at it. There is a bird behind me yammering on. Oakley to bowl. And it's pulled, and it's fielded there for another single, so 4 singles from this over so far. They're into the 120s now, so they've made it, Rosanna. Oakley to bowl. And another play down to fine leg for a dot ball, so another single. It's 5 singles. Oakley to bowl. And it's pulled. And that is the end. So there we have it. That is 6 runs off the over. 123 for 8 is the final score. The 2 batsmen for Rosanna are walking off. They must be very exhausted, the Diamond Creek players. 2 hours of very hot, sweaty work, but it's come to an end, and they need 124 runs from the 35 overs to win this game and to solidify their place in the top 4. If they fail to make this run chase, then it gives Rosanna the chance of usurping their position in the league. Alright, well, it's time to take a break now. And when we come back after the break, and someone's getting a clap, when we come back we will have the run chase. Until then, enjoy this photo montage.
I was proud and I was standing. I was lost in a crowd. But now this room is abandoned. Everybody keep on fading out. I was strong like a lion. I was firm and devout. Now my history is dying. Everybody keep on fading out. Oh, where do you go? Where do you go when everything you know is pushing you away? Where do you go? Where do you go? Out of this empty space in a vacant place I'll stay. Right. I was sure that I found it. I was up on a cloud. While the others were grounded. Everybody keep on fading out. Oh, where do you go? Where do you go when everything you know is pushing you away? Where do you go? Where do you go? Out of this empty space in a vacant place I'll stay. Gone out the window. Everybody keep on fading out. Gone out the window. Everybody keep on fading out. Gone out the window. Everybody keep on fading out. Gone out the window. Everybody keep on fading out. Everybody keep on fading out. I woke up this morning on the wrong side of the bed. The hazy sunrise wraps a veil around my head. define it. Take my hand or take a stand, and I would never mind it. Sit and stare or say a prayer for all you left behind. Call me, just never be the last one left in line. This morning on the wrong side of the bed. I should have stayed in bed and slept all day instead. There ain't no profit in this day that lies ahead. These blurry images still echo in my head. Warning you, this avalanche is storming through in the dawn of the morning blue. And the morning blue is warning you, this avalanche is storming through in the dawn of the morning blue. Just take me away. You take coffee with your cream, you squeak like a teen, and the Hugh Grant stuff you've watched enough, you mumble it in your dreams. You rock out on a broom and mangle some tunes. On weekends you dance in jammy pants until the afternoon. And I know it's hard to think that someone could be in sync with all your eccentricities. You're perfect in the perfect way. You're perfect and I hope you stay. Your goofy little self eternally. Oh, I'm weird like you, I know it's true. I'm in the clouds up there with you. You think you're flawed, but wouldn't you agree? You're perfect for me. You talk to yourself and answer as well. You read ahead on Walking Dead before you watch the show. You eat bread with fur, you still call me sir. There's a piece of gum from 91 that's hiding in your purse. But no matter what I sing, I wouldn't change a thing. You're my postmodern masterpiece. You're perfect in the perfect way. You're perfect and I hope you stay. Your goofy little self eternally. Oh, I'm weird like you, I know it's true. I'm in the clouds up there with you. You think you're flawed, but wouldn't you agree? You're perfect for me. Ba, 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 ba. Your mind and mine are strangely intertwined, and that's just a-okay with me. You're perfect in the perfect way. You're perfect and I hope you stay. Your goofy little self eternally. Oh, I'm weird like you, I know it's true. I'm in the clouds up there with you. You think you're flawed, but wouldn't you agree? You're perfect for me.